go. Live on Facebook. Give me a second. About Facebook is going to allow me to go in there. Okay. I'll tell you when we're live.
Right.
We should be live right now, my dear. Let's see. Yes, we are. We are live. Okay. So let me introduce you guys. Want to let you know, of course, I'm Doc G from HamiltonRadio.net, and I am the producer for this wonderful, beautiful lady that's an amazing psychic, an amazing person, Miss Dr. Gina Marie.
Hello. Thank you, Jean. So hi, guys. Everyone that knows me. This is the Dr. Gina Show on a new platform, so you can find me on Hamilton Radio. This is Jean. My friend Joanna said the link doesn't open.
I'll resend it. I'll resend it to you. It should work.
Okay. So anyway, sorry guys about this. I'm not the best technical Zoom person. That's why my producer Jean's here. So if you're not finding this on my page, definitely go to Hamilton Radio and see what's going on over there on that one. Because like I said, I'm new at this Zoom. So anyway, so this is me, Dr. Gina, and you can find me here on Thursdays. For now, we have 6 p.m. It's going to be 6 p.m. until something changes. And Gene will be my producer. And he has been at Hamilton Radio Station for many, many, many years. So I'm really happy. And we should all be happy that we have him here, because of him, we get to see me. So, you know, I was always hidden on the other Dr. Gina shows. So you couldn't see me because I was, you know, just talk. But we did have, when I was on Girls versus Ghosts, we did have the call-in. And with the call-ins, that was super cool. We loved it. And then with Paranormal Buzz Radio, we had the chat. So I did have people able to type in and chat. So what's really cool about this is it's kind of a mixture of what I had on Girls versus Ghosts and Paranormal Buzz, because you can call in and my producer Gene will wait when I'm ready. I'm going to take some calls, and he actually filters them out. So if there's anybody calling that we don't like, he's going to throw them off. I'm just going to, my sign for Gene is thumbs down, and that means he throws them off. So don't get thrown off. So anyway, guys, tonight, if you've been following my social media, I'm going to talk about energy. So this is how the format's going to go a little bit tonight. I'm going to talk about energy a little bit, and Gene's going to come on. We're going to have a little conversation. We're going to take some calls and talk about the topic of energy. And then like I always do, I do a universal tarot card readings through my psychic channel. And my mediumship, if you've been listening to me, sometimes my mediumship does come through on this type of platform. It does not always, I can't always tell. So I'm not using this platform as my mediumship. If you wanted a mediumship reading, you would definitely book one for in person for me. Well, in person, I mean, not nowadays, but via Zoom, or book a party via a gallery or an event. If you have a restaurant or something like that, we will be able to do events coming up again soon. But I am able to do psychic readings. So little quickly difference for anyone that's new here to the Dr. Gina show, since we're on a new platform. I'm a medium and a psychic. So as a medium, I talk to spirits. So that could be your dead relatives, your dead ancestors, your spirit guides. My spirit guide, Christopher, is always here with me. And I tune into the universal energy called the council. And what I like to call them is the CEO of heaven. So they're in charge of like your Akashic records, your soul's journey. My program is the Soul Warriors. I deal with mind, body, and soul. It's a combination because I am a doctorate degree and have been a counselor for many years. I combined my mind work, my body work. I'm a martial artist, and I've been a personal trainer and have degrees in exercise science and nutrition. So I kind of put a whole program together to get your body, mind, and soul all working together, kind of like a lifestyle redesign. So for my clients that I work with weekly or even daily, that's the kind of program I use. Of course, I always use my psychic and my mediumship. So that's just a little bit about me.
My body work. I'm a martial artist, and I've been a personal trainer and have degrees in
That's not, I hear me talking, but I'm not talking.
You're right. You're okay. You're good.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to talk about energy. So let's talk about, like, to me, when I say energy, like, some people will think of energy as so many different things. Energy, obviously, you plug in a light. Energy, we're using energy via us talking. Energy is us. We are energy. So that's how I speak to people that are dead, because their energy still exists. They still are there. So when I tune into them and have conversations, I'm talking to their energy. And I like to say, when we come down here, our energy finds a body. We usually pick the prototype that we want to be. And we always pick the prototype we want to be. And we're born within there. And we put all of our energy that's been in many past lives into this human body that we chose. We choose when we're going to be born, what sign, because we want the astrological signs, the energies of the astrological sign of us to move with us. So that's why there is some truth, and I say some truth, to I guess what people call it is astrology, or dealing with people that read charts, right? There is something to that, because we do choose where we want to be born because of certain energies that happen around that time, or powerful energies. We do choose the number of the date or we want to be born on, because there's a lot to numbers of with energy, for sure. So I was born on August 11th. I chose number 8 and number 11 because of the power of those numbers. When I was born, I chose to be a Leo because of the energies to help me with what I choose to be here. So the energies that I choose to be born with, and the numbers that I choose to be born with as well, as far as I choose how I look and my personality, I choose how smart I'm going to be. I choose so many things based on what I want to do in this lifetime and what I need to accomplish. And my famous hashtag pass your fucking test, what will give me the most energy to hashtag pass my fucking test. So now the difference is, when we come to have a human experience, we're energy, right? And that's why our heart is the first organ that's formed before our brain. When a child is being in our stomach here, well, not men, but the first thing that comes is the heart before the brain. So the heart is kind of what I like to call the soul of the body. And it's made up of like 80-something% water. So just remember, water comes in, the tides go in and out, right? Water is controlled by the atmosphere, the energy. So now we have the heart made up of water, right? And we're just energy. So just with that in mind alone, just you figure how much we're affected by water, by waves, by energy. That's all us. Now, energy, I like to say emotions. As a human here, we have these emotions, right? We want to come here to experience emotions. I call it energy, emotion. We keep moving with the energy, the motion. And as an energy, when I talk to spirit, I still, and if you've had readings with me, you know that the spirit I speak with, if I'm speaking with your past loved ones, not always your guides or my guides or the council, they don't have as many emotions. Actually, some people are like, they're mean. They don't have that emotion. But when we talk to our loved ones, they do tell us I do feel emotion from them, but not the emotion that we experience here as human with this heart that we're given. We want to experience emotions. That is what makes us grow, because as energy on the other side, we still can grow, and we have different jobs to do in heaven or different places. But the experience and the energy that we go through here as a human, we go through a different school. It's a school of life here. And most of us choose this because we want to have these emotions. And a lot of people, emotions wreck them. Emotions can destroy you. Energy, emotion can wreck you if you let your emotions take over. So emotions are good, very good, because we want them. We want to experience them. And I just, as a note, I am a doctor and I work with occupational therapy, and I have children with autism. Their emotions are a little different. Some of them, people will say they have lack of emotions or things like that. And I have my own theory about this, which we'll get into it, another huge topic. But just for say, like, they don't have children, depending on where they are in the spectrum, some of them have limited emotions. So sometimes that's good to have limited emotions, but we need to have a healthy balance of emotions. We have to have our emotions in order. We can't be emotional mess, emotionally disturbed. That's difficult. I do and work with children in schools, and some of them on their IEPs would have a diagnosis as emotionally disturbed. And children like that I've worked with, I have to work in a little special way. I really have to regulate and help them with their emotions. I'm still getting messages that they're not in, but
no, they're all. Listen, let me make an announcement. I got D, Michelle, Mac, Joanna, and some DN thing. I just contacted them. I said, listen, you're all in the waiting room. When she's ready, I'm going to start pulling you one at a time. Whoever came in first will go in. So you're good.
Okay. All right. So you're good, guys. I'm getting my little clients up there messaging me. You're all in there.
You're all in here. I got you ready to go.
Sneaky sneaks are in there. So they're just waiting for their question, Gene. That's what they're waiting for.
Good.
So what do you think about energy and everything I said? Let's get my producer's opinion, because he's very spiritual himself.
Sure. As a kid, I always thought that we were energy. I never believed anything else, but I never, unfortunately, didn't find out till I was older that energy is what we all are. And yeah, the good energy that you put out is the good energy that you get back. So I'm all about, the karma and the energy, the releasing good energy all the time, even when things go bad. If there's a place that I can interject and go look at the positive side of whatever happens, I always, I tell my girls and I tell my wife the same thing, try to stay on that energy side that's positive. So other than that, I mean, I love energy. Energy is beautiful.
Gene, that makes, that you bring up such a good point. And I love working with Gene. I'm very happy to work with Gene. He's not only is he smart and talented in this music area, but he's very spiritual. So he's going to be seeing how much more spiritual he is the more he works with me. But one thing that he just brought up, it makes such sense. He said the energy that we put in and the energy we put out, right? People might call that karma, okay? That's a word that they've labeled down here. I'm going to talk about that real quickly. That is true, Gene. And people that know my story, which a lot of people in here do, know that about 5 years ago, my grandmom who raised me had passed away. And my fiance had went to jail. I lost my 8-year, 10-year school job and had to go through a bunch of court things with that.
Oh boy.
And lost my house, flooded, and that fell apart without insurance. So everything had come on to me about 5 years ago. But up until that point, like, everything was great. Like, I really never experienced anything bad per se. People might say you did, but I really didn't. And if I did, I was bouncing back. I had a lot of support. But 5 years ago, and then it took me about a year for me to fall down. So we're talking now 4 years ago. And all I was attracting then was bad energy. Bad energy was everywhere because I was putting out bad, like, poor me energy. Poor me, poor me. I was this, that. I blamed people. I blamed a lot of things. I didn't look at myself to see how I could affect that. So I fell down the rabbit hole for a couple of years. And maybe a couple of years ago, I started to try to crawl up it. But it really wasn't until, like, I call my birth year August my years. So it wasn't really till last August when I stopped my full-time job as an occupational therapist. Well, that I stopped in combination with the universe kind of pushing me out, and started just working spiritually, working through counseling, spiritual counseling, healing, and things like that. Did I start really looking at energy? And last February, which wasn't even 6 months ago, I guess, maybe 7 months ago, that's when I started my program, the Soul Warriors, and I work with energy. And just like you said, if you're around energy that's what you want to call quote unquote bad, or energy that's giving you a lot of negativity, that if you're in a relationship that makes you feel unworthy, or say you want a commitment or a marriage and someone's not giving you that, and you're accepting the energy of lack, we'll call it, because you're not getting that commitment, then the whole universe, you're just a radio station, you're just energy, right? Your energy is now tuned into, well, I'm in lack because I can't get that commitment. So what happens? Your job gives you lack. Everything gives you lack, you know, because you're not in that energy of abundance, because that one part of your life, relationship, this will affect everything. And then maybe, you know, your car will break down, or whatever it is going to happen because you're in that energy of lack and everything like that. So it's not being a positive energy for you. So that's very important. So let's take some people and let's talk about energy before I give any psychic questions. So if there's anyone on there that's listening and they have any questions about energy, let's talk about that. But I'm going to do at least 3 question readings at the end as well. So I promised the first, 3 people. I know Dee was number 1 because she was waiting.
I got her.
Yeah.
Okay, here
and Julian has got a question. That's number 2, and we'll go from there. So,
okay.
But right now, let's talk about energy. If anyone has any questions about energy, or let's have a conversation. Someone wants to come on.
Okay, so who do you want me to admit? Dee first?
Yeah, I think Dee has a question, but let's bring her on. Yep.
Okay, here you go, Dee. Hope she's ready. Dee, are you there? I admitted her. Here she comes. Dee, can you hear us? Hello. We see you, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Hi, Dee. Welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hey.
Dee. Did you hear? Have you heard everything up until now, Dee?
No, nothing.
No, nobody can hear. I know people are saying they haven't heard, so we haven't heard what I've been talking about. But hi, Dee. So what you didn't hear, we were talking about energy. So I was trying to call in to ask energy questions, but you didn't hear. So I know you must have a psychic question for me. Is that correct?
No, I just wanted to support you.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, do you have a question for me that you might want me to look into about your life or anything like that? I can do that, because Dee got to see one of my mediumship galleries, small one that I did. And you were there, Dee, right? You were there.
Yeah.
And so she got to see mediumship, but she didn't get to see psychic questions. So what I do, Dee, is you can ask a question about anything, like, am I going to get a new job? Or what do you think about my new house? And then I psychically answer your questions through my tarot card. So you got to be number 1. So do you think of a question you can ask me?
Does it have to be personal, or can it be about a family member?
It can be about anything. Anything.
Okay. How about my son?
Okay.
How's he doing?
What's his first name?
John.
Okay, so let's just overlook John, okay? So I'm just going to give an overlook at John. So I asked the spirit guides, I asked the cards to give me just an overall view of John for Dee, for his mom, okay? And then I picked some cards for you, Dee. Wow, Dee. I'm going to show you the cards, even though you won't know what they mean. Okay, so, but other people might know. So this card, right? And the first thing I get when I see this card as a message is that he's doing really well financially, okay? So he will be bringing in lots of wealth. He's working hard. He's got some ideas right now. And there's a few of them. He's trying to figure out what one he wants. There's many ideas running over in his brain on how he's going to make money. It's almost like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to bring in this wealth? But he's got many ideas out there, and he wants to bring this in. But he's been studying, he's worked very hard his life. So he's also in a period now where he just wants to have some fun, okay? So this is him just saying, like, I've done so much and I just want to have a little fun now. I just need a little break right now. So that's where he's at. But he's going to have a family, Dee, and he's going to be really happy. He's going to be a family man, and he's going to have some kids. So he's going to be not right yet, okay, but it's going to come, and when it comes, it's going to come really fast. Like, that's it, I'm getting married, I'm having some kids. He's going to travel a lot. Okay. He's going to travel. He might even be doing some traveling after this. He really needs a break. I feel like he wants to get away. He wants to do some traveling, but he's very smart. So he's already put money away for, he's already decided, like, I got to put something away. So he's got a lot of smarts to him too. So good job, Mom, because it looks like your son's pretty together.
Thank you, girlfriend.
Thank you for stopping in and supporting me. And we'll be on at 6 all the time. So maybe, I don't know what's wrong with the link, why people can't hear, but maybe if you get off and back on, you can hear. I don't know.
All right, babe. I'll try again. Thanks,
all right.
sweetheart.
Take
Love
care.
you.
Love you.
I do.
Thank you.
So, Dee, I'm sorry you couldn't hear, but we're working on trying to figure out what the problem is. You're supposed to be able to hear in the waiting room everything the person does when they do a show. So I'll work on that.
Okay, we're sorry. We're just getting this together, guys.
Yeah,
Zoom
we're piecing it by piece, I'm not a Zoom expert. I'm only a...
Zoom is a whole different ballgame for...
I love it. I love the program. Go ahead.
Gene has been running radio stations his whole entire life, and then he's breaking into this Zoom. So, we're all stuck home now, and we don't have to wear our masks where we're at, so we're all happy about that. If we went to the radio station, you got to wear your mask walking in, So we're all broadcasting from home, and we're just happy to bring you into, for me, my attic right now, for Gene, his study, and we're welcoming you into our home. So I don't know if anyone else heard anything about energy. So let's bring someone on and we'll see what's going on.
I'm going to bring in the DNZ lady. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
We're going to admit her. So she's joining now. I don't know who this is.
Right.
You'll probably know who it is.
Okay, let's see. Hi, whoever's coming on.
But guys, I want to let you know that we're sponsored by Mom and Pop CBD Shop.
Oh, and we all love... my listeners out there love CBD. So, can they find them on Instagram, Gene?
Yeah, Ray is the owner, and he's such a great guy. He has 5 locations: Easton, PA, Wind Gap, Betchelsville, PA, Hackettstown, New Jersey, and Washington, New Jersey. And he's also, he says, if you mention this ad, he gets 15% off with this ad. I'll see what I can get him for the show. And he has free samples at all locations. So if you just need a cream or a tincture or paint.
Let me see. Can you hold that up for me?
It's gonna look kind of hard to see.
I see it. Mom and Pops. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right, guys, check them out.
All right. Welcome to the show. Who do we have? Got to make sure her audio is working.
Okay.
There's all these little things we got to work on.
Like, I can't wait to see who's behind the door because they get to see me, which is a good or a bad thing. I don't know.
in fact, I just got a confirmation. This is good, Gina, because this is from a friend of mine. I just interviewed Taylor Mason. He's a ventriloquist puppeteer. He's been on Disney Channel. He wants to do a live Zoom radio show with me once a week. So what I'll do is I'll try to promote our show with him.
That's good. All right. I like it. So who's coming on? Is this
I don't
Joanne?
know. The audio... Let us know when your audio works. See, Zoom is kind of touchy. You have to have it working in the background first before you actually go in to a room. I went through this with a couple different celebrities.
Well, I'm just letting you do it because I can't do it.
No, it's not you. I'm talking about on their end. They got to make sure that it's not muted. They got to make sure the audio's there. And of course, all you need is a webcam. And you can use your phone too. I use my phone sometimes.
I'm on my phone.
And you're clear. You look great.
Well, we're going to get my computer at some point.
Should we put them back in the waiting room right now and then go to somebody else until they get that fixed?
Yeah. Let's see.
Let me put them back in the waiting room for right now, guys, and we'll go to somebody else. Oh, DJ Danny's on too. So let's go to Mac was next. So let's go to Mac.
Okay.
Mac, you're on now. I hope you can hear us and see us. Please make sure your audio is connected with your video. If you don't want to be, we'll give you a phone number to call.
Oh.
Mac is connecting his audio, so we should have him up and running soon.
1 second.
Hi, Mac. Can't see you, but hi.
As long as we can
Hi.
hear you,
One
that's good.
second. Let me just mute everything, and so you can see my face.
Hi.
You know me. Wait, hold on.
Hi. Hi, Jen.
I just had to support you. I was off today, so.
Well, thank you.
Because last time you did it earlier on, and I'm like, no. You can see my messy room.
She was one of my favorite clients from when I used to work in Manhattan, in New York.
Oh,
And
nice.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mac.
Hi.
She made it through. It's your graduate degree in nursing, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So she's one of our essential workers. Big shout out to you for getting us through that New York City hell that we've been through.
Yeah, hopefully it's over soon.
Well, we cheered for you at 7 o'clock every night out the window. So, yeah, so what do you think? Let me just ask Jennifer something real quick since I have her on here, okay?
Oh, no.
Since, I mean, we have an essential worker. This is like, let's see. And she was in the New York City hospitals, right? So, Jennifer, can you give me a highlight of what you went through in the pandemic here? Just
highlight or like the word. It was really crazy. Everyone got shifted to different floor. Like I work in the operating room, and our operating rooms got converted into ICUs and then we got reassigned or deployed to different floors. And if you weren't really like, that's not something like we did. Like, I'm not in critical care, but we had to do what we had to do for the patients. And it's I mean, I know that I had very vivid dreams, and I still have dreams about the patients that I had. Like, that's the honest truth.
well, we want to thank you, Jennifer, because I mean, it was hard enough for us.
Yeah,
And then we're in New York City. That's scary enough, but you're in the hospital. So big shout out to Jennifer. I also want to give Jennifer a big shout out for the nursing. And I want to also say, like, Jennifer has worked with me. So
yes.
She's been through some of my counsel teachings, and she did pretty well. And
She's a very, very good. Everyone should try out Dr. Gina. She's amazing. Okay.
But I mean, Jennifer,
she keeps it real too.
That's definitely when I channel. Jennifer, I'm sure, got yelled at plenty of times.
Yes, a
from
lot.
the spirit. But she's like, look at her. She's doing so good. So do you have a question, Jennifer? Because I have my cards for you. So,
I don't have a specific questions, but I guess whatever the cards wants to reveal, let them reveal.
I'm gonna, because I know Jennifer, I don't need a specific question. Sometimes, like, if I don't know you guys, just know that I'll probably need one to get into energy, but I'm pretty familiar with Jennifer's energy. And even though I told you guys I'm not doing mediumship readings, which I'm not, but Jennifer, your grandmother's here, okay?
Which one?
So, and I told you guys I really can't do mediumship readings via this channel, but sometimes I just can't help it when they pop in for me. And I don't know if she ever came in during one of our other readings, Jennifer, but she probably did, because she knows me, because it's familiar. And I get to you, I get a big congratulations. When did you graduate again?
Last year, but I just passed my certification. So
yes, that's why she's giving me a big congratulations. Awesome. When was the certification?
Because of the pandemic, I had to reschedule it till the end of June. I passed.
Oh, okay. So she hasn't seen you since then. So she gives you a big congratulations for that, a big hug. She's really cute and small, so she kind of has this little cute little smallness about her when she comes up to hug you. She's actually smaller than you, Jen.
Yeah, that's my dad's mom.
Wow. I was like, because Jennifer's small, but when she's hugging you, she's smaller because her head is like right there on your social. She's little, and she's giving you a big hug. So she says that real quick. So but let me give you a quick question here. She's so cute, and she's giving me flowers for you too. So I don't know if there's a birthday. Is there a birthday, or is there a birthday coming up somewhere around here, or is that just for the same celebration?
Probably the same celebration. Oh, my third sister's birthday is tomorrow, actually.
Well, that's the flowers for the birthday, because she's usually when they bring me flowers, it's a birthday in the family. So that's for your sister, okay? All right, let me just give you a quick question. Jennifer.
Don't yell at me, please.
No, I'm not even connecting to spirit that way. Sometimes the dead relatives pop in. I didn't invite them, but they know me, so sometimes they pop in. But I'm doing a psychic channel for your questions, okay?
Okay.
I just want you to know that you're going to make more money. So you're either going to get a raise, okay, or promotion or a different job. Okay, but there's more money on the horizon.
Okay.
Not right now, but on the horizon, which is really soon. You're doing traveling. So you're either going to the West Coast, okay, or you're going to take some kind of vacation the next few months, but you're going away, you're going to travel. Someone's going to give you something. So it looks like an opportunity. You're going to get a different opportunity that's going to be handed to you. I don't even think you're going to apply for this. Someone's going to bring up an opportunity to be presented to you that I don't think like you're applying for. Someone will just be like, hey, did you hear about da-da-da? Or there'll be something you'll hear about. And that'll be coming up for you. I have to get rid of these little people. This is a really good one, Jennifer, because this is a guy, okay? This looks like somebody that had, from the past, that might have walked away from you before, that is coming towards you.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is someone that you might have known before that walked away or you separated, and now he's going to be looking towards you again. So be careful of this, because he's coming back around. If we know who this is.
Yeah.
Because I think we might. And
I think we are thinking the same person.
I think so. And you're going to find out a lot about him that you didn't know. It looks like he's going to reveal some things to you. So I can't believe his energy is going to be coming back around somehow. I can't believe I thought he was buried, but
I thought he was gone too.
He has risen. Okay.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Yes. So we're going to see what happens. All right. With that.
Okay.
Thank you, Jen, for showing me your pretty face. And I will see you soon.
I'll see you soon. Hopefully when the next time you're in New York.
This weekend. So let's see.
Okay, maybe.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Mac. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I love Jennifer. She's one of my New York clients. So, okay, guys. So let me explain something real quick again. So if you're listening, you could, Gene, now they can listen to the show after we already recorded it, right?
They can hear the show, yeah, but they're supposed to be able to listen to it while we're doing it.
Right. But I mean, after we're done, it's still going to go up and then they can go back and listen to it, right?
Right.
Okay. So if you guys missed some of it, this link will be up. So it'll be like, what do they call that? Like a pre-recorded show or something like
Yeah.
that? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pre-recorded. It's also live on Hamilton Radio. They can listen to it live right on the radio. If they can't hear it on Facebook, they can go right to the radio station and listen.
Okay.
Not a problem.
All right. So I'll tell you guys that next time. So let me explain something to you based on just whoever was listening and got to hear me answer some questions. I want to, when the dead people come in for me, I usually have to open a channel for that, but sometimes they pop right in and I can't really push them back. So they push in to say hi. But again, I'm not going to be doing type of mediumship readings here, but if they pop in, they pop in. I'm not really inviting them, but they still want to show up. They show up. I'm usually just going to do psychic readings, which is reading the energy. And again, this energy was the topic of my conversation, which to me, since I've been using this program with my clients and really working with energies, it is amazing. People use the word, and I even use this word, manifestations, right? So manifestations to me is energy. Now, when I was a young kid, like as far as I can remember back, you have your childhood memories, whatever it is you remember. For me, I always remember what I thought were monsters, but which I now know are dead people that came out at night continuously all the time, were around me. And I thought they were always monsters because I would see them in the way they passed. However, obviously now I know they were always, dead people who were around me. Now, another thing that I always knew when I was younger, but then as we get older, even like when I was younger, I would see the monsters or the dead people. By the time I was a teenager, I felt them and I couldn't sleep because I felt them, but I no longer seen them. I used to feel them. By the time I was in my 20s, I learned how to, before my 20s, like 19 or something, 20, I learned how to keep them away from me until I allowed them in. And now, 10 something years later, since I've been reading, I've always read, I guess, but I would do it for fun for my friends and stuff like that. But I guess I've been sort of started professionally about 10 years ago. I I'm an animal person, so I met some people from Rescue Inc. It's a group in New York that saved animals, and I wanted to help them. So I wanted to do pet readings to donate, and then they had a television show. So I wind up filming with them as their pet psychic, and that was about maybe almost 10 years ago. So that's when I sort of started letting people know what I did, and then from there I did some other television and radio things, and obviously now everybody knows I'm out of the psychic closet, which, you know, my friends that I went to high school with, or, you know, even friends that I went to college with, they really didn't know until they knew I was weird, or they knew that I always knew things, but they didn't know until recently. And now, you know, I don't care. People, you know, there's a lot of critics or people that want to say stupid things, but, you know, they're dumb, or they think you're out there doing it or scamming people. But, you know, I have a doctorate degree. I went to the top schools, and I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I can make a great living either way. I don't need to do that for this. I do this because this is my energy, my God's calling. This is what the universe wants me to do. This is what helps people. So anyway, do we have anyone in the waiting room, Gene?
Yeah, I still have Joanna here, and Michelle, and I think DJ Danny joined us. So we'll do Joanna because I think she was next.
Okay, we'll take Joanna.
Joanna, are you ready to come and join us on today's show?
Anyone in the waiting room, Gene?
Yeah, I still have Joanna here.
Joanna.
Hi.
Can
How are you?
You
Can
have
you
to
see me,
mute
Joanna?
the conversation though on Facebook. Joanna.
Okay.
We have to mention that too. Everybody needs to come in. Please mute what you're listening to us on, and then you can talk. Okay.
Okay. We're learning here.
But you need to open your microphone.
All right. Joanna actually was the first person that brought me onto some Zoom once.
Now you need to unmute, Joanna. We can see you.
Okay.
There you go. Beautiful.
Okay. That's how it was. I don't know what was the difference.
Hi, Joanna. Can you see me? You can? All right. Hi.
I just hear like an echo in the back.
Yeah, because you're hearing your Facebook or wherever you're listening to us on.
I'm on Facebook.
Yeah, turn it off for now and then go back to it. Or mute it. Because you're going to keep hearing it come back to you. Oh, she just left. See, that's the problem. Let me explain to you. Modern technology, unfortunately, is very, very cumbersome. My wife's trying to get on. She says she can't get on either because for whatever reason, Facebook is blocking her. But
they hate me.
Yeah, I'm going to get the phone number out. They can call in. So don't worry, people. If you can't get your question across on video or audio, you're going to be able to call in and get that done that way. So we're going to give you enough time. Don't worry. Yeah, I know. But the problem, listen, when people call in and they're listening to us, you need to turn off what you're listening to us on so you can talk to us or her, Dr. Gina. And then when you unmute, you should be ready to go. So when I bring you out, please be ready to talk to Dr. Gina. We'll get this straightened out as we go, guys. It's just going to take a little time.
We will. We'll get that straightened out.
Well, Sandy Beach is now on. Michelle, welcome to the show. Can you hear us and see us? And your question for Dr. Gina.
Hi. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, where are you at? That's so pretty.
Yeah, you're already on.
My bedroom.
Oh, I like it.
Yay.
It's so cool. I was in your room, but you didn't paint it pink before, did you? When I came and did your clearing at your house, was it pink?
Maybe I changed the color. I might have changed the color.
Michelle, where are you at? That's so pretty.
See, she's got. How are you listening to us, Michelle?
On my laptop.
All right, but what are you listening to on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to go to that
No,
video.
I'm actually on Zoom.
Are you on Zoom? No, but how are you listening to us?
Was it pink?
You listening on Facebook?
It says live on Facebook.
Yeah, if you just shut that browser off and just talk to us on Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to go to that. See, that's Gina. That's the problems with this is it's a lot of people don't understand. They're confused. Now she just hung up.
So we have some glitches going on. Okay.
Oh, the glitches is simple. Just make sure that they turn off whatever they're listening to us on. And then when they do that, then they can talk to us on Zoom.
I see. They got to turn off their Facebook so they can hear us.
It's just like calling in the show. When they call in, they have the background going on, and you hear the echo because it's looping. And it's very, very confusing. So let's bring Sandy Beach on because everybody seemed like they signed off for a second. And let them situate their thing, and then we'll put it back on.
Yep.
Okay,
I was only going to do three questions, guys, but now I'm going to do 5. So
Sandy Beach is on. Unmute your microphone, DJ Danny. Unmute the microphone. You guys know how to use Zoom, don't you? Yeah, talk. Can you talk?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Hi.
Okay.
I see you.
Hi.
I see you guys. Hi, girls. Hi, pretty girls. Hi. Good to see you too. It's so cool that I can see you now on Zoom.
And she wasn't on the app, so I had to download the app back on the computer. Yeah, I don't have to do all that.
Look at you guys, look like twins over here. I love it. So does someone have a question for me?
I ask something about that first? Well, I wanted to say regarding what your comment was yesterday, where you said about the anal rectum. And I took her to the vet today. They did say it was pink and her abdomen was tender. You hear me?
No.
You can't hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Oh, okay. Regarding what you said yesterday on Facebook comment, where you said about my cat's anal rectum.
Right. Now, let me tell you something, Danny, real quick. Yeah. Danny doesn't know me that well, and whoever doesn't. When I talk, right, there's Gina from the block, which we call regular Gina, right? There's psychic medium Gina, right, who does the readings, and then there's Dr. Gina, who uses her doctorate degree. When I'm not in channel, we're not doing a reading, regular Gina was giving you what I know from regular Gina on the block cat. So it wasn't via any intuition. So just know that.
Oh, I still want to say thank you for it because it is that.
Okay, because I have, and you know this, Danny, I have, you know, my 5 cats. I'm a cat person. I've been through the whole cat world, and I've had that same problem with my cat. So if anyone has a cat, sometimes their anal glands get abscessed, or, you know, it's because sometimes, you know, they need to go to the vet, and it happens often, a lot.
It was regarding constipation.
Yeah, and that happens, and they cry, and they growl, they hiss, and they sit in the box and look at you, or they'll poop on your bed to let you know. So.
And she did all that. So I just want to say thank you. That's amazing.
So regular Gina from the block gave you that answer.
Yes, I'm very thankful about that. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Sandy, you have a question?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if you would be able to answer this. I was just wondering if there was any messages from my mom, from my mother, and going back and forth to the house.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can't do mediumship via this way. Sometimes when you ask a question, they pop in, but unfortunately on this platform, the mediumship, it's, you know, they're popping in, but I can't open up to that here. Okay, but you can ask me a psychic question, and I can look there. And if someone pops in, they do. But I'm not calling them in that way on this particular. Okay. There might be some day where I can do it, but that's a whole different channel for me to tune into, and I need a whole hour of energy, and that kind of energy for me to open, it's hard. So. Okay. But you can ask me a psychic question, and if someone pops in, they pop in.
Okay. Well, I am, you know, I mean, I know, like you had told me, everything's going to go good with my mom's house and everything, you know. And I'm just like, I'm a little anxious because, you know, with my lawyer, he takes so long to get back to me. I send him my schedule, you know, so that way he would know when I was available, because I just want him to talk to the reverse mortgage company for me. And
let me see what I can get for this. Okay, so hold on.
Thank you.
Let's see what I get. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. So what's happening, Sandy, is he will get back to you. He's just very busy right now, and you almost feel like he's not paying attention to you, or he's ignoring you. Okay.
Yeah.
But what he's doing is he's a little overwhelmed, and people are agitating him. This happens a lot with people's energy right now because there's a lot going on, and this show is about energy. So sometimes you might think someone's like being mean or putting you off, or they're answering you sarcastically, or they're not giving you the time. But there's so much pressure of the energy. He's just kind of just overwhelmed with everything. Like even the fact that he might have to get there's something with his car, like car inspection or something, and he doesn't have the time, or he can't stand in line. So there's so much going on with him. So we just gotta wait for some of the energy to like even out, and he will be. So kind of don't call or push right now. Just know that everything's okay. It's just the more that you call or push that, and then that creates his energy to be. So we just got to let it flow. And again, so anyone that's listening, this is really good you brought this up, because this happens with everyone. Like I'm having some things done in my house, and I have to understand, like I had my roof getting done, and so many people are having the roof done. There was a storm, now there's a pandemic, and people are, so I have to just like, I rush and I want it done yesterday, but we got to just give everyone a break right now. So many people are having mental breakdowns. The littlest thing is bothering people. For me, I don't want to go food shopping with the mask on. I'm over 10 minutes. I can't breathe. I don't get my whole shopping done. My energy sucks. People are driving crazy. So just got to wait for a little bit, and the energy will calm down, and then your wish will come true. So it will happen for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you. Thank you. And have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
We got time for another one, Mr. Producer, right?
Oh, yeah. Joanna and Michelle are still here, so I'm going to bring back Joanna and see if we can get her back. And then, of course, Michelle. And then I'm going to give the number. Here, guys, let me give you the number, too, but don't call in yet. It's 609-585-0400. That's my personal radio studio here at home. So it's 609-585-0400. Call in when we're done with the last person and talk to Dr. Gina. So let's bring Joanna in. Let's see how she works out this time. Joanna, are you with us, my dear?
Hi.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Joanna's my best friends, for all you out there. And check out Joanna's got yoga station too. So Joanna, can you just tell me, because I mean, Joanna's got me into this yoga, and my energy's insane, and she's got me doing yoga.
Yes.
And I think it's Joanna Yoga, but
Joanna Grace Yoga.
Joanna Grace Yoga. So,
Yes.
I mean, talking about energy, sorry, before your question, I just want to talk about that, how important yoga is for your energy, guys, because like, for me, I fought Joanna with yoga, and I didn't want to do it, but, and I still can't say I'm a big fan, but she's made me at least work on it to bring my energy in balance. So check her out, guys. And now I want to let her ask my question. So
Hey, I'm so excited. This is
check out that
fun.
plant. Is that a Margina over there?
No, it's no, I've had that one. That's my one.
Oh,
fake
that's the
in
plant.
my
I know
house.
that plant. Okay. I remember that plant.
Yes, all your plants are like thriving outside. They look great.
I just love it. Looks good.
I love it. I'm super happy in my new house. And
Good. And let me tell you something.
Really, really good for me. Really,
This is Joanna, so I have to just, I mean, she's probably like, shut up, Gina. But I just want to say that Joanna and me, she's my best friend. So we've been through so many rolls of energy and rock and rolls of energy. And it's important. And Joanna just moved to a new house, which gave her this amazing new energy. It's a new vibe.
Yes,
So.
everything has been really, really good. I've been trying to stay away from like social media, you know, like the negative of social media, and just kind of get back to like myself and my yoga and my eating, and like everything's been really, really good for sure.
Okay, it looks good over there.
Yes.
The energy looks good. It's all pretty energy, I see.
Thank you. That's
So you got a question for me?
I actually do. I have a fun question.
Okay.
So, all right, you know I love dogs, and you know I want another dog.
No.
But obviously, you know because so I'm going part-time, and so I'll have time, right? But my dog, I have a dog, and my dog is very, very old, and he retired at my parents' house. So I'm like, I'm not sure, like I want a new dog for my apartment to live with because I have time. But at the same time, my dog's kind of like at the end, and I want to like, I don't know if I should just focus on him and just love him and wait, or do you see a little fur baby in my future?
Okay, so let me explain something, guys. Joanna's dog is my nephew, so I totally love him.
Yes, she does Reiki healing on him, and it actually it's unbelievable. It really is amazing.
I do little energy on Finn, but so I'm going to use this channel a different way. I'm not going to use the cards for Joanna because I'm going to talk to the council on this one because this is kind of a deeper question. So I'm not using the cards. I'm going to use the council energy to see if Joanna should get a new dog because this is an important question. So I want to. I think that right now you should concentrate on him because he's a little further. So you have to actually drive to him. And I don't want you to bring a new dog to him because he won't really take for that. He doesn't want that right now. He just wants it to be you and him. So the free time that you have, instead of raising up a new dog, should be dedicated to him right now. So
that's what I thought, but I love it. And I agree. Yes.
He's a senior buddy and
without him and
yeah, he doesn't want to share. You know what I mean? He just
totally. But then I'm always like, oh, there's a dog that needs to be saved, you know. But then I'm like, but my baby, I kind of want to enjoy the time just with him and focus on him. So
and I think that when the time comes, I think you're going to get two dogs at the same time. So when he actually transitions, which isn't for a while, so okay. But when he does, you're going to get two new dogs that you'll grow up together. But I don't think they're going to be new puppies. So I think
they won't.
But
you're right. You're definitely right on that one. No puppies.
Then they're going to know each other. These two dogs, they might be a surrender from somewhere or something. But you're going to wind up saving two, and they're medium. They're not extra huge, but they're not really small. So that's what you're going to get.
Totally.
But for now, we're going to give Finn all his.
It's all about Finn. It's all about Finn right now.
All right. Had his birthday, so happy birthday, Finn.
Oh, 13 years old, my baby. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. It's a great show. I'm having fun.
And I don't believe all these spirits are popping in.
Pop's here.
Yeah. So anyway, he popped in. He said, nice car. He's talking about your nice ride, new car. He likes cars, okay? So he's really into cars, and he's really complimenting your car. He said it's shaped funny. He said it's kind of high or something, he said. But he said he likes those long rides. He said he likes he's telling me from head to tail, he's telling me he likes to come in a presence. He said he likes to drive in. He's like, he likes big cars, he said. He likes those cars. He likes to have his car. So he's a car person. Was he a car person?
He did have a certain car that my ex-husband they always talk about. Like my parents have always talked about with the roof, Well,
he likes his car. He likes cars. So he don't understand what yours looks like because he's not sure about this new.
It's newer. It's like a newer style. So,
but anyway, so he popped in, and it's weird because I'm not asking these spirits to pop in. So, but he just popped in.
He always pops in though.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. Go water the plant. Haha.
What's that?
Go water the plant, haha.
I always do. You know it's taken care of.
That one in the corner. It looks like it's so.
It's fake.
I know. I'm just saying, it looks so real.
This is my one fake one.
It's all right. I love that fake one. It looks real.
It was from my old apartment. I didn't have good sunlight.
I love that fake plant. All right. I will talk to you.
Bye.
Bye,
Joanna.
Bye-bye. Okay, we still have Michelle, and then I'll give the number again. But I want to let everybody know, when you come into the show, when you leave the show, please just remove yourself from the Zoom because other people want to get in there. I'm trying to get more people in there, and I'm trying to get the rotation going.
Let me give you a heads up, Gene, because my producer from Girls vs. Ghosts would say she hosted many shows, but when I start getting call-ins, it gets wild, man.
It does get wild. It does.
So she used to have to really It gets hard, Gene. You signed up for this, but
And believe me, I'm available to do it. I love doing this. So let's bring Michelle on and
okay.
see if she's got everything worked out.
Our last question, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle is there. Michelle, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, there you go, Dr. Gina.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Gina.
Can you see me, Michelle?
I can see you. You look gorgeous.
You look so tan.
Really? I was on my roof all day.
Oh, well, aren't you living the New York life?
Yes, I am.
I love it. So what do you got for me?
Oh, gosh. What don't I have for you? I have to be quick. So let's see. Do you feel like I'm going to be married within the next 2 years?
Okay. Okay. Who wants to marry Michelle out there? No. All right.
I'm a lot of fun. I would be a great.
She's a lot of fun. And she's a teacher too. It's so cool. We just had our, nurse Jennifer, who is, big props to nurses and big props to the poor teachers. Another person, like she's in New York City, Michelle. So it's a crazy world, It is.
Yep.
So we want to thank our teachers too. So thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about Michelle and let's see. I'm going to do the cards for this one. So we're going to look at the energy and we know how energy goes, right, Michelle? So
Yeah.
let's look.
Okay.
Oh, Michelle, you could have got better cards. I'm so happy. First of all, so the Dr. Gina show is rated R. So there's going to be a lot of really good sex leading up to the celebration of the girls getting together for the marriage. And then that's your wish come true card. So it's happening with a specific person. And if it's not the specific person, it's going to be exactly what you want in the person. So that's a big yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, and look at that. It can't get any better.
That's perfect.
I was hoping for this answer. I wanted this answer for you. I was so happy. This couldn't be fucking better. Oh, and we heard from the Dr. Gina show.
Yay, Gina. I'm so happy.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. All right. I will be talking to you. I'll see you on my social media.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Michelle.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Well, that was episode 2 of the Dr. Gina show. Producer, co-host Jean. It's a little hectic at first. I give Jean so much. Thank you so much. So anybody that wants to sponsor us, let's contact the Hamilton Radio Show. And we're looking for sponsors. Right now, we do have one sponsor we're very happy for, and that's the Mom and Pop CBD oil. And find them on Instagram.
CBD Shop. Mom and Pop CBDshop.com.
Okay. And if you let us know that if you let them know that you saw on Hamilton Radio, the Dr. Gina, they will give you a discount. So thank you so much. So do we have anything closed with, Gene? Any announcements we want to say?
Well, I just got confirmation from Taylor Mason that he wants to do a show with me. He's going to work on some celebrity profiles. I've got tons of celebrities I'm waiting to interview. Okay. So he and I are going to venture on that little thing. And then I've got another friend, Gary Arnold in the UK that I've been friends with probably for more than maybe 10, 15 years. And he's going to be working on the music part of doing a music show with many of his music friends and celebrities. So it's going to be we're going to do a little bit of everything.
So Hamilton Radio, right here in Hamilton, New Jersey, is growing. Of course, nobody can go into the studio right now, and we're not doing live events until everything passes. But for now, via home and studio, we'll be coming to you, and you can find Hamilton Radio on Facebook. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to do the Dr. Gina show at 6 on Thursday and via Zoom. So the thing, if someone's listening to the show, we have to understand that when you are on Zoom and you call in, this is true, this happened too. Like, I remember I used to call my grandma, and she would answer the cell phone, and I'd say, Grandma, turn your TV down. Because when you're on the phone, you have to turn whatever it is so the background doesn't go up. So if you're still listening to us on Facebook, when you're ready to call in, we still hear Facebook. So everything needs to be shut down. Is that right, Jean?
That's correct. That's exactly what we'll make a thing about it too. And we'll write it up when we do a show.
Okay. So I want to thank everyone. Of course, I want to thank Jean for help making this possible. And looking forward to growing this station, this channel, this show with Hamilton Radio and Jean. And looking forward to, we'll be booking live events and doing gallery mediumship readings as well as different psychic stuff. So we can always book through the Hamilton Radio, contact Jean or contact me on my page. And the same thing with sponsors. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Hamilton Radio is actually going in its 26th year, so I want to make this as big as possible. You know,
Yeah,
so
26. Number
26
8,
years.
that's and we were talking about numbers and energy, and my number's 8 and 11. So 2 plus 6 is 8. So that's an amazing year.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you, Dr. Gina.
Thank you.
We will see you later and next week.
All right.
If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.